All right, Shalom. Want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And shalom to all the Akim pushing this truth with sincerity. All right. Coming back again with a quick lesson through the spirit. And pretty much reviewing an old-time movie I haven't watched in a long time. Since I was a child. Okay. 23 now. And man, I could say I probably haven't watched this movie since I was maybe 5 years old. And I don't know why, man, but the spirit just said click on it. Cause a brother had mentioned the movie and I got Disney Plus and I'm like, man, let me watch this little joint real quick just through the spirit, which is Lion King. Okay, now when you watch this, man, and I'm still in the first portion of it, and I'm just recapping it through memory. And I'm like, man, this is pretty much a tale. The first portion of it is pretty much a tale of Jacob and Esau, okay? Or Cain and Abel, all right? Pretty much Esau's hatred toward his brother Jacob, man, okay? Esau's hatred toward his brother Jacob, all right? And to see that same hatred is still, is biologically wired in this man. Is in our DNA to be foes, man. You got to think, man, we were bumping heads since we were in the womb. Okay? Let's get that real quick. Is it in this chapter? Yup. Genesis 25 and 22, it says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, and see, that's a prophecy that hasn't been yet fulfilled, but we're on the latter end of that prophecy of the elder serving the younger, which the elder was Esau. Okay, it said, I'm going to jump down to 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out. Yeah, and see, why would they mention the color of this child? Because prior to that, all right, it was common for a black child, okay, amongst all nations, melanated children, okay, with their specific features of, their nation, to distinguish them. Ishmael looked, but he could get dark. Elam looked different, but he also can get dark. Even Moabites, a lot of Moabites, those Cambodians and all that. It was just common for everyone to have melanin. Okay, but Esau came out red. All right, and it's funny because when you watch the movie, Simba, right? Simba, or what's it Simba? Or is that the son? Or what they call him, Messiah, something like that. The father, I think Messiah or something. He looked like a regular lion. But Scar, which represents Esau, was like a reddish brown. Okay, like a ruddy, like a reddish brown. Okay, and even had black hair. All right, so he was different. He wasn't like the other lions. All right. Like I said, man, that pretty much represents Esau. That's how Esau came out, man. He didn't look like all the other human beings, okay, in the earth, which that curse transferred all the way from Cain, okay, because we understand that Esau is Cain in the reincarnation. And shit, you could even go off that. The father, lion Messiah, whatever they call him, being Cain, all right, and Scar being Abel, okay, and he killed his brother, man. All right, because they were brothers, man. All right, and he killed his brother. He slew his brother, set him up. So like I said, man, that hatred between Jacob and Esau is carried all the way to this day. You know, you could just feel the tension and the vibe being around an Edomite, the so-called white man. Okay, it's not meant for us to click up. Okay, to be kumbaya. It's not in us, man. This thing was set up by the Lord. Now, I just want to jump to chapter 27 because this is pretty much where that hatred started when Jacob supplanted Esau for the blessing, okay, or the birthright. But even still, go to Cain and Abel, okay. You know, Abel was pretty much had a better sacrifice than Cain. All right, and Cain envied him. All right, and even here, Jacob, well, pretty much Esau sold his birthright, okay? Esau sold his birthright, which it's like, how the fuck can you be mad? And you sold your birthright, you dumb fuck. What they say, for one morsel of meat, red pottage. You can read about that in, what's that, Hebrews 9? I'm gonna grab it, but I'm trying to find it. I mean, this whole chapter is fire. Is it in this chapter? Probably in this chapter. Let me see. Shalaki, where that? In this chapter. Yep. Genesis 25. I'm gonna start at 29. And Jacob saw the pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Yeah, he was a field man. He was you know what I'm saying? He was out in the wilderness. All right. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, which means red. Okay? He ate the red pottage, meaning the bloody pottage, man. Raw food, like a fucking beast he is. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. So, and what Jacob means, supplanter. Okay? And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Right? So he disregarded. He said, fuck it. Okay? But little did he know that was going to bite him in the ass. Now, the events that transpired were controversial. Okay? But see, the Lord likes drama. Okay? The Lord likes drama. Okay? The Lord likes drama. And, he set it up the way he set it up with, Jacob's mother, pretty much, putting the hair on him and all that. And, they making the pot, the venison for him and all that. Okay. But see, Jacob was like, Esau was, pretty much like, the hell with it. I need something to eat, so he didn't really give a fuck about the birthright anyway. Until it start, until Isaac, was on his deathbed, and then he start, calling out those blessings. All right. And then that's when he wanted to try and he said he sought it with tears because he knew he fucked up. He knew he did some stupid shit. He knew he did something stupid. He regretted it. But ultimately, man, this was all set up by Yahweh Shai. And the birthright was never his to begin with because the Lord don't make mistakes. Okay? Like I said, the Lord likes drama. And he set it up the way he set it up. Okay? Let's see, you could go, I mean, you could read over this yourself, man. All right? Beautiful story, man. Okay? Like I said, real controversial. But I want to jump down because Jacob still wants that birthright. And that's pretty much what he wanted. Scar in this movie, he wanted the birthright. He wanted to be king. Okay? He wanted to be king, man. And in order for him to do that, he had to take out his brother and his son. Okay? Because, with the son, the lineage would go straight through, Messiah's son. All right? Or I think that's the name, Messiah or Saya. Something like that. Okay? So he killed the father and then, was trying to get the son killed, but it didn't work. All right? And that's another portion that, when you go into it, he gonna grow up around different animals, which pretty much made him a Gentile. Okay? But that's another video for another time. Might do a part 2 on, this movie review. But, it's just crazy how the Lord set up things, through, through the spirit with these movies, man. That's why I like to watch film. Because, like I said, we don't watch film just to be entertained, per se. It'd be a lot of spiritual meat in there, okay? Which sparks videos, man, okay? Video ideas, etc. All right? News, articles, all types of stuff, man. Just your daily life sparks up a video. All right? And this is Genesis 27:30. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau his brother came from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat the son's venison, that my soul may that thy soul may bless me. All right, I'm gonna jump down, and I'm gonna jump to 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, so he pretty much was like, man, I just ate, because they already had set it up to where he acted like he was Esau. He felt him, he knew he was hairy, so they, put hair on him, and, they cooked the venison the right way for him. And he assumed it was Esau, so he wound up getting a blessing that Esau was supposed to get. But, little do Isaac know, Esau had sold that birthright to Jacob. Okay? So Esau he was a sore loser. He forgot that he had sold his birthright. All right? Where we at? Verse 35, and he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing, which he really didn't. You sold it to him, okay? See, Esau's a liar from the beginning, man. Talking about what subtlety. I mean, like I said, the way it happened is real controversial, but you got to read prior. He sold it, man, for the red pottage, okay? And he said, It is not he rightly named Jacob, for he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, like my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Okay? And like I said, man, he has that same mentality to this day. Alright? It's not a coincidence why so-called blacks, alright, and whites, man, have a like I said, a negative vibe about each other, man. Okay, it started all the way back, all right, during the time of Isaac and Rebecca. Okay, it started all the way in the womb, thousands of years ago, man. This has been set up by Yahweh Shemel Shai and brewing for a long, long time, and pretty much this is one of the sub stories that the Bible talks about Jacob and Esau. Okay. With the main story being about Yahweh Shai redeeming the nation of Israel. I mean, it's the way, the Lord has set all this up, man, is very beautiful and poetic, And like I said, man, all these things that were written aforetime, connect and click so well with what's going on, man. It's amazing, It woes you at time, like, wow, and it makes so much sense. And I remember before I came into the truth, I always knew that the so-called white man was the devil. These Edomites, man. I always knew it. All right, and it makes perfect sense. But, hey, man, when you read Romans the 9th chapter, all right, the Lord created this man to be how he is. Okay? How can the thing then formed? All right. Pretty much. Matter of fact, let me grab it. Because, I'm going to just quote it. Say he created a vessel for honor and a vessel for dishonor. And Esau is that vessel for dishonor. Nobody can question it. Okay? This is Ezekiel 35. I'm going to start at 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I will Mount Seir. I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand. I'm going to start at the top, man. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Yeah, who was Mount Seir? Who was the dwellers in Mount Seir? The Edomites. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Salak. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Let's get that word perpetual, man. Long duration, yeah, and like I said, man, everlasting, evermore, old, ancient. That's the same continuous existence. It's the same, man, come on, man. You can't make this shit up. Who has had a perpetual hatred to us till this day? The so-called white man, you Edomites, man. Which that's your biblical nationality. Edomites. All right, and your forefather is Esau. Okay? And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills and thy valleys, and all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword, and will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Yeah. Okay. So that's the hatred that Esau has had going all the way back. All right, thousands of years ago during the time of Isaac and Rebecca, he still has that same hatred. And like I said, when I was watching this movie, that pretty much was like, damn, Messiah or whatever his name is, Saya represents Jacob, and Scar represents Esau, because Scar had a hatred for his brother, man. So mad that he wanted to, he ended up killing him. All right. And like I said, man, yeah, and it goes a little bit farther with Cain and Abel. Okay? Same stuff, man. But the Lord is he's gonna come and recompense you for that, man. That's what we read in this Ezekiel 35. Alright? The Lord's gonna stretch out his hand against you Edomites. Okay? In due time. Now, I'm gonna call it that, man. I might go back in on it. But yeah, man, just had to hit pause and get a quick video in through the spirit. Give all glory and praise to Yahweh Shai Basham Kakadash. Shalom.